Welcome to the new episode of TOBBCAST. I haven't been on the screens for a very long time because of my students, but it's time for the real boss. I have Alper with me. Hello, Alper. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks. How about you?
I'm okay. We have two Alpers today on the screen, like Spider-Man's showing each other. Today we are going to talk about retro gaming. So you're going to say probably we have a young high schoolers here. Why are we talking about retro gaming? But don't worry, we are going to talk about Stalker, Half-Life series, Age of Empires series, Max Payne, and Medal of Honor. All right. So you are very young, like 16 years old.
Yes, 16.
Okay. Where is your interest coming from about these retro games?
Well, I have to say, it wasn't a choice for me. I had to play them because my old PC was not able to run these new and modern things. People play PUBG, right? And my PC was not able to play that thing for me, so I had to play older things.
All right. So you had a wooden PC.
Definitely.
Okay. The common point with me, when these games were released in my age, my PC was so old that I had to go to cafes to play them. So we had probably there's a common point here. By the way, talking about retro gaming, people always talk about SNS, those Atari black screen times, ping pongs or the Street Fighters. But these games were released around. Can you tell me the
Yeah.
first date the Half-Life was released?
I believe-
1998.
yes,
Yeah. So
1998.
you weren't even
Born
born
yet.
Yeah, indeed. All right. So why do you like Half-Life?
Well, I was just looking at my PC, like I was trying to find something to play after school, maybe, and I saw Half-Life. Well, I said, yeah, let me just play it and see if I like it. So I sat on my PC, and for around 8 to 9 hours straight, I played Half-Life and finished this story in one go. So
In one run.
in one run.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. All right. Okay, go on.
And then I wanted to look at its multiplayer gameplay, and
We are talking Half-Life multiplayer.
yes,
People still playing it?
there are like so many servers, and nearly all of them are full.
Wow, interesting.
still people
Interesting. In our age, we were playing it in internet cafes because our internet connection wasn't fast enough to play online games without FPS loss or latency. But in those times that we were playing in the cafes, it was one of the most entertaining times of my life, especially playing on the map Nuke. There's a map that you push the button and a nuke just dropped down into the map.
The map's name was I can't remember right now, but it's still the most popular map of
Yeah,
Half-Life.
it's really fun. It's really fun indeed. Talking about Stalker, you told me it was one of your favorite games.
It is.
I spent a lot of time on it. Could you share your ideas? Why did you spend so many hours on it?
Well, even though Stalker doesn't have the best shooter mechanics or the best storytelling or anything like that, but I think it has the best, the disastrous environment. Like when I'm looking at Fallout 4, everywhere looks so alive, everything looks so new. It doesn't feel like a disaster happened there. But when I look at Stalker, like saturation is so low, everyone looks so depressed, everyone looks dead.
Humanity is lost, nearly lost. Around the Chernobyl, at least.
And there's one thing I absolutely love about Stalker. Like there are so many jump scare sequences you see while playing it, but none of them are scripted. They just happened the way it did because some mutant wanted to go there instead of there. So you get the jump scared for it. Sometimes I fell out of the chair and hurt myself because of that, but I absolutely love it.
Okay. The first time I played Stalker series was the time that I watched the movie from the famous Andrei Tarkovsky's Stalker movie. And when I saw the environment, it was unbelievably accurate with the movie. It was dark, The humanity, at least the people are trying to search the area, are dying because of the radioactive effects. But the most memorable thing, by the way, not the jump scares, the people sitting around the campfire, playing the guitar and trying to rest just a few more minutes before they go another search in the Chernobyl area. So yeah, I really like Stalker. Let's head forward to a TPS because we talked 2 FPS and more emotional with more bullets. Max Payne. It was an impact in the game environment, game world when it was first released, and most of our computers, didn't open the opening credits. It was so demanding. So what are your ideas about it?
So at the time, my English wasn't the best, so I didn't understand any of the storytelling. I was just about jumping there, bullet time.
Yeah.
So
Don't you think playing always in the bullet time a little boring?
and so every time I had to jump through a window, a door, I was just a bullet timing, jumping there and shooting all of them.
Yeah, you're right about that. The time the Max Payne was released was the time of Matrix actually, and all those bullet effect around the bullets, those waves were just borrowed from Matrix actually. But the feeling that you are actually directing the game, managing the camera around you, was the best. I'm not talking about the deaths and the deep dark hole that Max Payne was thrown by producers. Let's talk about the emotional side.
Like I said, at the time, my English was so bad I couldn't understand most of it. But a year ago, I actually wanted to play them. So the first scene of Max Payne 1, we all know it. Our wife, our kid.
Yeah.
Even when I was a kid, I was so shocked about it, even though I didn't understand that thing. Like, why were they killed? But when I started to actually understand what was happening, I felt Max Payne's anger. Like, I wanted to take revenge on the people who did that.
Okay, so you felt all the pain and loss that Max Payne had actually felt.
Yes, I did.
Good. So this means that the game actually managed what it was trying to. It
It
gave you
did.
the emotion
It
and it
did.
gave you the feeling of revenge. So it worked well. Okay.
did.
So it seemed that let's not talk about the Medal of Honor or what was it, Age of Empires series, but I want to ask you this one. It seemed that you discovered accidentally, by chance, uh, the classics, cults actually, not the classics, because
Yeah.
these are the cults. These games changed the way the games that we are playing right now. If you are playing TPS similar to these ones, these games are the source of it, origin of it.
Yeah.
So as a teenager,
OGs. I
yeah,
guess we could say, yeah.
your
OGs.
contemporaries, your friends, are playing the developed versions of this or more superficial things like PUBG, like online games that doesn't have any depth in it. So how do you feel about it?
I feel happy that I had the chance to experience these games in their original state. I feel happy that at the time I had a bad PC, so I had the chance to experience these feelings and these original things.
Yeah, you're right about that. So, I realized that you said it looks like crap, so I wouldn't play it. And it seems that nowadays, especially the teenagers, naturally, I don't know, are really interested in the graphics.
Yes, but I think people shouldn't judge their games through their graphics. I can give so many examples like these old games. They're nice, they're funny, but they have a bad graphics. Well, not really bad, just old, really
see.
old.
I'm really happy that a young teenager, a young man like you, are really interested in into these cults, and you didn't judge them just because of their appearance, but you took them seriously and gave them an opportunity. All right. Is there anything you would like to add?
I would just like to say, please, I would like you to take your time and play them at least once. Well, you may be bored of them because they're old and everything, but I really think people should experience this old stuff before playing new games. Because when you play them, you have a nice perspective about how it was back in the day. So it impacts the judgment about new stuff. So I think everyone should experience it in their time at least once.
All right. Thank you for your precious ideas and for different perspectives for young gamers. And thank you for listening to us.
Thanks for listening.
Please do not forget to subscribe and like this video. See you in the next episode. By the way, we forgot Eymen. Eymen, you should really show your face and say
Oh,
hello.
I was in the background. I was doing technical stuff. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Technical team.
I leave now. Goodbye.
Bye.